This guy made so much sense that I want to cry a little bit, just a little bit.
Obama's black. And like that actually is a bit, no, it is like.
Is he black? What does that mean exactly? His mom is, his father is. We
whatever
still
your
operate under
definition
the one-drop rule.
let me tell you
brown paper
something.
bag
Whatever
test.
your definition.
I've been saying this for years. My children are not black. My children are biracial. White supremacists. And I studied the study of whiteness when I was in college, which was a weird subject now. It wasn't woke when I was in college, because they had the study of blackness and whiteness. So we studied the idea of people prioritizing whiteness and white supremacy. And white supremacists had to make sure that the white race was pure. So therefore, any race mixing in the white race had to divert to the opposite race. So they can only have pure white blood people. And you dumb Negroes are capitulating white supremacy, and you try to act like white supremacy is a big deal to you, but you're furthering the messaging and the theology of white supremacy.
Whatever your definition might want to be of is he's black.
I think he's a
when
human
most
being.
people look
He's
at him, no.
Listen, we do.
You're
we
black,
don't got the
I'm
time
black,
today
Abby's
for
black,
this one.
Barack Obama's black.
Let me just say,
One
like,
drop
I
rule.
just think
Yeah.
that this is interesting because Ashley, I'm hearing you say that part of the problem was that Barack Obama constantly reminded white America that he considered himself to be black.
No.
And that was part of what they found offensive about.
No, it's a more nuanced
we
point.
are the majority. My father was blind, but the majority of Americans are not blind. He didn't have to open his mouth for people to be reminded that he was the first one that was different than any other president that has ever been in this country.
Every president has been different because they're all individuals. There was a moment on the campaign trail.
Yes,
there was a moment on the campaign trail where someone stood up and talked to then candidate Obama and said, "Hey, look, all my friends keep telling me you're black. I tell them no, you're biracial." And he lurched at the opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm perceived as black. I'm so glad I have an opportunity to talk about this. That's how I self-identify."
So you didn't think he was black?
I am an individual. I am not a black man. I don't even know what that means. I am an individual. Race is a preposterous social construct.
Do you feel like that when you get pulled
truth.
over by the police?
I do feel like that when I get pulled over
Must
by
be
the police.
nice.
You know why? Because when they talk to me, they're engaging with this vernacular. They're engaging with me in this particular way. And it's impossible to misconstrue what's going on here.
So look, they so stupid. I was a cop, bruh. And these dummies act like every cop is the same. There's black, there's white, there's Hispanic, there's Indian. You know, there's people who grew up in the hood, there's people who grew up with a silver spoon. The cops come in all different varieties. They act like cops ain't black.